Live, or maybe not. I think we're live.
Okay.
What were you
Well,
doing?
hey,
Hey, happy Friday, everyone.
hey, happy Friday, everybody. I'm sorry, I was being a praying mantis for a minute.
Because
Long
he's a
story.
cannibal. He
Long
said
story.
if you eat crickets, because I ate a cricket before, but I wouldn't eat a grasshopper because it's
It's the
different. It's
same thing.
huger.
It's the
Huger.
same thing.
Huger? Or
That's not a word.
huge? The hugest.
It's bigly.
Bigly. We'll talk about that person soon. But you can't eat a cricket and you talking about would just eat a praying mantis. That's cannibalism.
It's not. They're not humans.
Wow.
And that was like what I look like a praying mantis. That's what I was told.
All right.
Right before we
See, we
started.
lost a viewer. We lost a viewer because of you.
Womp womp. They have bad taste.
Come back. He won't do that again. See, came back. They came back. Hello, whoever is joining in. Happy Friday to you. What did I just do?
I don't know. You better not cut us off.
I don't think so. I just touched something and I don't know what happened. But we're gonna keep talking and pretend like it didn't happen. So how was your week, Mr. Anthony? I was gonna call you the other name.
Um. Yeah,
Um
I ain't doing nothing this week. Been at work. And tomorrow's gonna be my last day off till after the holiday.
Oh, that's right, because Thanksgiving is coming up.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. Womp womp.
And okay. Well, you
Yeah.
enjoy your day off.
I'm asleep.
Yes.
It's the last rest I'm gonna get.
You should do that. My week was pretty because he doesn't ask.
Wait, I
Oh,
was
you
gonna say
read
you were
that?
gonna give me a chance to ask you. Just how was your week, John?
What? Me? My week was great. I did comedy last night. Didn't do that well, but I did do something. I did achieve the goal that I wanted to achieve, so that was good.
I was there. It wasn't that bad.
I was tired. I'm getting old. That's one thing I did learn. I learned the old bug hit me because after a certain hour, if my energy ain't up, it just be like. Oh, and speaking about, was it last night? It was last night. I think it was last night. Oh, the comedian boy.
Which one?
Oh, the
Which
last
couple?
show who gave one after me.
Oh,
Funny boy, the boy who be on
I
TikTok.
follow him on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo.
I
It
thought
was
he
cool
funny.
though,
I like
but
it.
it just like it puts you in the perspective of different environments you're in. Because if it was in a different environment, it would have been fine because how we joke as Black people, we just you gonna get it. Everybody gets it in our community.
Not everybody. Most of us. It ain't everybody.
Everybody's supposed to get it.
So, yeah, I'm not supposed to.
That's just what happens. Ain't nobody exempt
Common
from
sense is supposed
any
to
of
be
this
common.
anything. Shoot, my uncle had a messed up arm because he got ran over by a trolley. Except they gave him his money. And he used to just flick people off with the finger, and he like, all right, arm, stop doing that. And people used to make fun of him for it. They called him HBO head because he had the HBO antenna thing because he broke his neck, and he used to walk around the neighborhood with it. You think that made him sad? No, he just talked more about them and their moms.
Yeah.
It ain't it ain't personal. It's just like, yo, get out your feelings. I don't know what I did. There we go. Why something ain't doing right? Oh, I did something. Let me stop. All right. But other than that, it was at dialect. Another thing I want to talk about. What is what burning my britches, or I don't know how that's saying. This gentrification stuff. All right, we know it's happening and they coming or they here. But one thing, we ain't got to change our foods in no restaurants. We're my Nigeria rolls. I like my Nigeria rolls with my collard greens and go in there. It's a nice little cool little snack and the lentils. Come on, bring that back. And I know it's not just y'all did it. I'm noticing that other spots they changing their menus to fit certain people's diets and appetites, and they getting rid of the stuff that we really like. And then when we went outside, the Chinese store was gone.
Wasn't a Chinese store, but
Hey!
I'm not from around there, so I know.
If y'all was Chinese or Korean or some kind of Asian, where y'all going? Don't leave us. Y'all was with us all this time. Don't leave us. We still want you. Don't leave until we leave, I guess, when they put us out. So I ain't like that. And then we went to some mini mart because this is what you get in your neighborhoods now from this gentrification. Mini marts. Nobody went no mini mart. We went a Poppy store. We went a Chinese store, or what they call them in New York, a bodega. We went no mini mart. You go in the mini mart, you know how much the bag of Doritos was? How much was a little bag of Doritos? The bag of Doritos was this big. It wasn't even a big bag. It was this big. How much was those bag of Doritos?
Like $3 or something, wasn't it? It was ridiculous.
I said, no, you will not. Not today, Satan. Because that's what it is. It's the devil. It's the devil.
It's inflation.
No, it's the devil. I walked right out of there and I said, well, have a good evening, sir. But I will not. I'm a God-fearing woman. I will not, Satan, not today or tomorrow or any day. Anyways, my week was pretty good. I smiled a lot. I think I went to the museum, but I didn't get to the museum because they're closed on Tuesdays now. But I will be getting to the museum next week. But I sat outside and I got to see rainbows and stuff. I really had a good week. And today's Friday, and Friday's going well as well. Hopefully you guys had a great week. And then having a great day. What are we talking about? Elections.
Oh yeah. Did y'all get out and vote?
Because people can call and find out if you did or not.
Don't be checking on me.
That's scary. That's wrong. Because some
You know
people get so intense about their political stuff and voting. People get sad. Oh my gosh. People have been writing like, oh, I'm so sad about the outcome that my stomach hurts and I just was sick all day. Really, people?
Okay.
Really? Y'all getting sick and distraught and all this because of, for real, what's going on with y'all lives must be really boring and dull that this will make you distraught.
Really affects some people's money. Who gets in really affects how much money they will make in the next couple years.
It's always loopholes and you figure it out. Well, I guess when they constantly changing rules for certain people, you just get used to it. And it don't be that distraught. Devastating.
They do in the beginning when please, for
like,
some people don't know how to deal with any
change,
adverse, anything that goes against whatever they want or they're used to.
Oh yeah.
So when it does, it's the worst thing in the world. Like they can never lose a job. They can never have one of those really bad days that some people just have on a regular basis because it's life.
You know how many times I was at a job and I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to do this no more. I'm leaving.
Everyone you ever been at?
I got fired from a job from Glorious. Gerald, you fired me. He hired me back the next day.
And then you quit.
I did. Because I was like, ain't nobody gonna fire me. And then I still went in there.
I didn't even know that story, but I knew that story.
But yeah. But me, oh goodness. People, there's so much more to life. That's corny. That's minute things. Okay. But anyway, talk about the election.
People voted and then stuff happened.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's more people who are in office that wasn't in office. And some people that was in office, they not there no more. But basically, if we look at the Senate breakdown, as of right now, it's 46 Democrats and 48 Republicans. That leaves what? 6 seats left up for grabs. And
that means in the House of Representatives?
No, that's the Senate.
Senate.
Yeah.
So that means one will. Who's in charge now?
Democrats are now, but according to this, look like Republicans might pull it out.
Are going to get the Senate, and who's in the House of Representatives?
We have not we would. Well, I guess technically I'm a Democrat because that's what this on my paper. That's what's on my paper.
On my paper, it says my dad and my mom's name.
That's a birth certificate, not a voting registration.
The papers I got.
Those my papers. Those my freedom papers.
So, all right. So the Democrats are in the House of Representatives now?
Well, they had both of them.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's how they was able to get rid of the student loan stuff and
I don't even want to talk about that.
And what else? And the other stuff they
$20,000. Not
did
much people
with the
owe.
infrastructure bill and all that.
Um,
And right now, let's see. In the House,
mhm.
oh shit, look like GOP's got that right now. As of right now, where we stand, it's 197 Democrats and 211 Republicans, and nobody else. There are no independents right now. But
Mm. So independents get how
the
the
winning
seats?
number, if they run, they just be down as they self. They don't go to either side. They vote however they vote. That's why I don't
That's how it
believe.
should be, right?
I really don't think we should have parties anymore at
Yeah,
this
you
point,
vote how you
because
want
all
to
it
vote.
does is divide the country.
Yeah, stupidly. Because I didn't like how these elections was putting all these weird. We talked about last week these ads and stuff.
Yo, these attack ads got crazy this year.
Oh, they're gonna cut your children's genitals off, and it's like, whoa,
They're
this
going,
is
they're
regular
going
TV.
to force your daughters to have rape babies.
Yes, they
from
really said this
from their
stuff.
fathers. I'm like, whoa, if this my daughter, that would be me. I ain't not
No,
raping my
nobody's
daughter.
doing it over here.
Whoa, what are you talking about?
We getting this,
Yeah.
It was just really, and for those people to be people that's gonna be in office.
Yeah.
It's kind of, and people just
Georgia?
vote based off of Republican.
No. I'm gonna talk to Georgia for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I know ain't nobody in Georgia watching.
Hello. Just talking to you guys.
Look, I don't know much about Raphael Warnock. I know y'all elected him once.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that other man clearly got brain damage.
Oh, that's why Herschel Walker and Raphael. Oh, I thought he was.
And for this to be that close, like,
yeah, that's something.
That's
a lot about y'all.
Ridiculous, because that man clearly. I don't care if.
Don't he have a badge? Isn't he a deputy?
About as much as you or me.
You don't know what jobs I didn't have. I quit that one too.
Are you allowed to pull out a badge on people right now?
I had a badge.
Are you allowed to pull a badge out on people right now? Did you disable social walk? So go and pull it out if you want to.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's not my business. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. So okay, yeah, that's weird because he is clearly
that man got CTE.
Yeah, he got brain damage, and they taking advantage of it.
He was a great football player, but he got him brain damage, and he needed to be put up somewhere like a Heisman Trophy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Just looked at like, oh, he had great stats.
Yeah. I just smile at him and give him candy or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But nobody should be asking him his political opinion.
Not at all.
I'm sorry.
So,
I know the last president was your homie, but I felt that way about him.
Man, they messing up with you, Trump. Come on, man.
Man, he catching hell from every angle.
And I don't like it. This one I don't like. Now, I may not agree with whoever you do and stuff, but when you down for the game, you got to stay in the game. You can't be snitching. You can't be changing up on people. Y'all was with him when he was in office. Whoa, wait, man. Then he's endorsing you, all that stuff. And then you're like, oh, no, I really wasn't down for it. You was down for him when you was down for him. So stay down for him.
But
I don't like that.
He don't stay down for nobody. It don't matter if you roll.
Well,
It don't matter if you roll.
They knew that when they was rolling.
All right, so now they doing the same thing to him. They do. He did it first.
I mean, just because you're a snake just like him.
Yeah, they are. But
so I don't have no sympathy for y'all. I had sympathy for the snake who said I'm a snake. He said I'm a snake. I'm gonna show you I'm a snake.
But he didn't say I'm a snake. He just showed you.
He showed it though.
Over and over and over.
And over. He ain't hide it, and he wasn't gonna change up. And so, but now y'all changing up. That's corny, man. Hey, yo, Trump, you gotta watch who you be around.
Whatever.
Anyway,
if you're around Trump, you need to watch who you around.
You better get in and get out. That's what you do. Get in and get out quick.
Don't get no money together because y'all gonna lose. And he gonna file for bankruptcy and cut his losses, and you're gonna be stuck holding the bag. That's what he do to everybody. I don't do no.
Anyway, so they're getting Trump out of New York, I hear.
They trying. What's her name?
Letitia
James. Yeah, she ain't playing with him. She like, nah, if it say Trump, I want it out of New York, and it can't come back.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, they allowed to do that?
Like, good man, they got their own little.
Yeah, talking about no more Trump Corporation. Get that out of here.
Well, yeah.
If they was doing what she said they was doing, and according to Trump's CFO, they was doing it.
Everybody's snitching.
Oh,
corny, man.
That's how it is.
It's
When the
corny.
mob gets caught up, finally. No. What is it, Omerta?
Muerto.
But either way, nope. These motherfuckers, nope. They
All right.
snitching. They all snitching.
So,
So right now, it looks like the Republicans is poised to take both, but it's still a lot of stuff up in the air, and we won't know for a while.
so if the Republicans take both the Senate and the House of Representatives, they'll have
Then-
Congress.
Then for the next
Then
2
when
years,
Trump want to go into office, then he can get right in.
it'll be 2 years later. It'll be another election. So some of them, they may not hold it. They may hold it. We'll know again.
Okay. But
Another
okay,
2 years.
look that up because it shows how many seats won't be
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think Democrats have more seats that will be up in 2 years. It's not up now than the Republicans. So maybe that will shift.
Possibly. I have no idea now. 'Cause it don't show me that.
Oh,
It's just showing me the current results here. You want me
Well,
to do some?
I don't know. This is like,
Yeah, it can still go either way.
and what would that mean for the country?
Oh, it means Biden ain't getting nothing else done if the Republicans get both.
Okay.
Anything he does, it'll be by executive order for the next 2 years.
Okay.
If somehow the Democrats pull it out, it looks like it's going to split though. It looks most likely like the Democrats, if anything, they'll keep the Senate and the Republicans will get the House. But I think it's all fixed and rigged to keep it just close enough so that they don't really get much done.
Yeah, they're the same people, in my opinion.
It's all one big unhappy family.
Yeah. Well, is that it about politics?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that no
Yeah.
more. They make my head hurt.
Yeah, I just like, oh, let's go into something lighter, but it's still heavy. It's light, but it's heavy. A lady died.
Lady, what was her name?
I don't know.
Oh, well, then a
The
bunch
most
of ladies
important
died.
thing is she died from giving oral.
Was it? What he had?
No, it's just maybe.
Or what he had?
Hey, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're in traumatic trauma right now, but don't gotta keep going.
Keep your head up.
That's what happened. I don't know. Rest in peace, lady. But if that's what happened, go on, girl. Go on, girl. Go on, girl. Go on, girl. Who that neck? So, but I guess it's possible. Like when you're doing certain things, I don't know if they were doing. Like, remember you were telling me about somebody who passed, like, did something and he. Had
Yeah. He something similar happened. This was either last year or the year before. A guy in Florida, and he was sitting there trying to ask the judge if he could pull his thing out of court, and he had videotapes and other stuff they had did. Like, no, you got to understand, I didn't kill her.
Oh, this is something. Oh, I looked up something, but I don't think this was the one, because this is different. Because this is not what you're supposed to do. Oh no. It says that. I guess it's not that fun if that's the story. The doctor put cocaine on the tip of his jaw, and she had an overdose. How much coke did he?
How much
like
was
Frosty
already?
the Snowman?
How much was already in her system?
Because I don't think that Dr. PP was that big. I'm not saying I would know, but
so it wasn't from New Orleans, it was from a cocaine overdose.
Yeah, changes my feeling about that.
Wah, wah.
Oh, that's a piece of it.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Say no to drugs. Drugs are bad.
On somebody's pee. Whoa. Oh, it's different. Perspectives.
See? When you find out details, you change the way you look at things.
How much do he have on here though? That's my thing. How much? Because it couldn't just be like a little sprinkle. Ooh. But wouldn't that mess him up too? Because it absorbs into your thing?
I don't know.
He alive. She's not. Shame. All right. I don't want to talk about that no more. I thought it was a whole nother story. Because if you did die the other way, it's like, hey, Don't people say they always want to die either in their sleep or doing it?
That's what people say.
I don't know if I'm people, but
You don't know. Obviously, you're a grasshopper.
what?
So if you're a cannibal for eating them,
I said you're a cannibal.
I
So
didn't
that makes
say.
you a grasshopper. Anyway, next subject. I wanted to talk about this. Oh, let's talk about this too. Oh, before we go into that, rest in peace, Aaron Carter. I believe, let me make sure I have it right, but I heard that Aaron Carter, from the Backstreet Boys' little brother. I think it's Backstreet Boys or NSYNC little brother.
don't-
Whoever Sean Carter.
Sean Carter, that's Jay-Z.
Oh, Nick Carter. That was his brother's name.
Yeah, Sean
from
Carter is
Backstreet
Jay-Z.
Boy. He's not Sean Carter's brother.
I think his brother's name is Eric
Aaron
Carter.
Carter. Little boy passed away. He's not a little boy anymore, but he's like Miley Cyrus's age-ish, I believe.
Ain't they old?
They're not.
I don't know.
Well, I'm still young, so they might be around my age.
You just said you were old earlier.
So anyway, he passed away. And what did you say he passed away from? Tell me, you know some of the story.
Oh, you just looked it up.
I just look. What would you got the story? I gotta read. You know, I like reading.
Now I gotta try to remember. Like, well, I know there was a welfare check at his house.
Why was he? Because I know he probably was about to get a conservatorship kind of thing too. Because he was wilding.
Yeah, see, I don't know nothing about him and what he was doing.
I
don't really know who he is. I just like who did what. When they said Aaron Carter, I'm like, I thought he was somebody else, and I looked.
You thought he's Jay-Z brother?
No, I don't know what Jay-Z brother looked like anyway. No.
Yeah, but and I don't think he's white. So, but go ahead.
Yeah, and so it was a welfare check, and he told the maid to send the cops away. That everything was cool, so he did that. And supposedly, like the next day, the maid found him dead in the bathtub. They said no foul play was suspected, but they found a bunch of like empty cans of like
the aerosol things.
Yeah, all over the house and pills and shit stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I remember. That's what I remember from the story. But like, I didn't know who he was. Like, to have context to know, like, is this like his regular life? This who he? This what he do? Like, I don't know.
Did you ever whip it before?
No, I went to school with like
Whippeters.
Kids. We used to have either CO2 or whipped cream.
Yeah. I when I worked at
behind the school, used to be all these empty cans of whipped cream, and like when I was like a freshman, I didn't know who's back here having whipped cream fights and parties or whatever. But no, this is if they hold it right side up instead of upside down, so the cream don't come out, they can suck all the CO2 out.
Are you serious? That's weird.
And kill your brain cells and get endorphins rush.
Who does stuff like that? That's sick.
It's a cheap high.
But cheap high, go smoke some weed.
It's cheaper. I don't know if it's. I don't know. I can't explain the high, so I don't know what it's like. But
I don't either. I when I worked at Old Navy, I remember he was one of our assistant managers or something. We all, me, him, and another girl and another guy. We had went to his apartment. He used to live right off of Broad and Thompson, and we was getting, smoking a little weed. And then they had cases of these little canisters, and then I was like, what that is? You want to do a whip it? And I was like, I'm like, no, I'm a vegan, because I thought it was whipped cream. Sounds like whipped cream. So I was like, no, I'm a vegan, and that would have messed my stomach up. But it would have messed more than my stomach up. And then they was going around and they was like, no, this. And I was like, oh, no. A huffing? That's huffing, ain't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, no. I wouldn't huff.
And puff.
Go
to house style.
I ain't say both. Never mind. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's strange. That's whip. Oh, I gotta ask somebody who does it. What does it do to your head? That's dangerous. Say no to drugs.
Or not. Let people do what they want to do.
No, it kills your brain cells, son. It kills your brain cells.
I don't care. Kill your brain cells. Go for it. They're yours.
So Aaron Carter little boy or a little younger man, older young man.
Rest in peace. I don't
Rest
know the
in
rest.
peace. Don't do drugs, people. If you have a welfare check and you people, the officers or whoever should have
Unless you
made sure
black,
he
if
went
you
in there to
black, be
see them.
careful. That black girl
Oh
got
yeah,
killed at a welfare check.
don't be letting them in. You make sure you get the
You
paperwork.
don't get a
He's
welfare
white.
check. You just be all right. You deal with your
Yeah.
demons.
And you
Sorry.
did say that. Yeah, she did. What happened to the young black lady?
In North Carolina back in like July, like
We
the
don't hear all
cops
the
got
stories.
called to crib because she was acting crazy. They got there. She had a gun in her hand.
But prior to that, wasn't she just 302 or
oh
whatever
yeah,
they call
whatever
it
they
down
call it down there. Yeah, and she had just got
there?
released.
302 means gets it to the Belmont,
The
cuckoo
crazy house with the soft
Yeah.
walls.
Yeah. Yeah. For a bit.
And the big hats.
How
And
you know? I
and the
don't know
tight
nothing about no
jackets.
big hats. You been in here?
No, but I seen the people.
How you get that close?
I know a couple. I work with quite a few.
Okay.
I work with people who threaten all the time. All they gonna do, if I kill you, all they gonna do is make me go sit in the room for a little while. Then I'm coming home. They already know I'm crazy.
Wow.
That's what crazy people in Philadelphia say all the time.
Yeah, because they just go to Belmont and they get right back out.
In like 6 months, be like, you good? I'm good. I'm gonna stay on my meds this time. I won't kill nobody else. I'm not a threat. I'm like, go on home.
So she already had just
Mental
came out of
problems.
the
And she thought her ex-boyfriend was trying to kill her, which is why she was walking out with a gun. And when the cops came to the house, she thought they was them, even though her grandfather had called them for the welfare check or whatever.
Because they can't call the cops ever.
Yeah,
Just never know the outcome.
And either way, she ended up getting shot 17 times in front of
17
her,
times.
in front of both her grandparents and her 2-year-old.
17 times. And you said they disarmed her.
Yeah, after she was disarmed. According to the grandfather. Crazy. Yeah, so.
And if the people that was in the house weren't feeling as they're threatened from the gun from her.
Yeah.
Why would they think that
They said she never aimed it at anybody. She was only threatening to kill herself. But they did it for her.
They weren't made for us. They weren't.
We wouldn't let her commit suicide.
But we'll kill 17 times.
The whole clip. Once they start shooting, they don't stop until their gun goes click click.
Oh,
that's what they're trained to do.
Sits with you.
That is literally
you lay
how they're
with
trained.
that. You sleep with that. That sit on your chest, heavy. Oh
no, go to jail forever.
They're not gonna go to jail.
I know. They suspend it with pay.
And if they lose their job, they'll just go to another county.
No, they'll quit first. They'll quit first
and get their money, and then they'll go to another place and get paid twice.
Yeah.
Well, it was established not for us anyway, so why would you think they'll be for us now?
Well, it would have been for him if he'd have let them do the welfare check, I think.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see. All right, well, Aaron Carter, rest in peace. No drugs, people. Whippets. It's not whipped cream. It's not for vegans. It's not for non-vegans. It's not for anybody.
It's for pie. Put the whipped cream on the pie.
Yes.
Hold it upside down like you're supposed to.
Who would think to do that? Man. All right. Oh, okay. We already talked about, was it Carrie Lake? That was some other political lady.
Oh, that's the crazy chick in Arizona.
Oh, yeah. Arizona is an interesting place. I used to live there just for a year. It was cool. It's cool, but
probably hot.
It is hot, but in the shade,
that's what I
it's
heard.
Cool. 122, 125.
No, yeah, I'm not doing that.
It's not that bad.
Whatever. It's because it's that dry heat. That's what they say.
It is. It's really not that bad, but you got to get used to scorpions and I was about to Scorpios, but scorpions. I get that word confused. And spiders,
rattlesnakes,
and snakes. All of those things are deadly. I don't think it's any that's not deadly. And coyotes.
We got black widows and water moccasins. Same difference.
I think their ants are deadly. Like everything's deadly. Don't let a bug bite you at all. So Carrie Lake is the lady in Arizona. We already talked about politics. She's weird. She likes Trump. She didn't like Trump. She just hip hopping all around. She probably liked hip. She'll say she liked hip hop soon too, to be able to get the black votes.
Hope not.
I want to talk about. I want to talk about this. Oh, we want. I think I want to talk about that last. All right, we'll talk about this black lady is being sentenced 3 to 12 years, and I'm not saying what she did was right, but you said she killed her son in
Her
a
3-year-old.
a 3-year-old in a car accident, a drunk driving car accident. Now, if this would have happened to someone who was not black, they would have put that lady in a rehab and said she had an addiction. Which I'm not saying the black lady did not have an addiction, because alcohol is an addiction.
It really is.
And if someone was drinking and had their three-year-old in a car and they were drunk, I think that may qualify to something that you're not thinking straight.
Hmm.
If she was white, the lady probably would have got probation. She would have got counseling, and she would have been in an addiction program, a drug addiction program. Even if she had a public defender, the judge would have probably overruled all of it and said that would have been the best thing for her, because she lost her child. How this woman lost her child, she has to deal with that.
I want to know how many DUIs she got though. Like if she got more
DUIs. You said it.
I said DUI.
You did after her DUIs. I was like, what was that?
I don't even know what that is.
Yes, and that would be another thing. If she had constant ones, then it's like, hey,
we got to do something. But like, it's bad enough that you have to live with the fact that you killed your child.
I'm not saying that the judgment isn't correct, but this one, if she had multiple DUIs, then yes. But even then, if she was white, she still would have went to rehab. She would not got 3 to 12 years. This woman, this white woman, just got 3-year sentence for driving drunks and killing a man and injuring his wife in a car. 3 years flat. And while she's in the courtroom, her stepdad or something, or cousin, is laughing while the woman is the man's wife is talking to the judge. He's laughing. He gets put out the court. Then the mother does something and say something smart and gets put out the court and get contempt of court. So they don't even care. And she only gets 3 years. And you telling me this woman who lost her son?
Well, got to do the same 3 years.
Just don't drink and drive. Don't put yourself in positions that you want to.
Call Uber. Yeah. Get a lift.
Drink your child. Home. Yes.
Drink at home by yourself, all lonely and sad.
Yeah.
Like I do.
Oh.
No, it's just cheaper that way. It's not because I'm lonely and sad. It's because I'm broke.
He doesn't like people, so.
No, people don't like me. I don't got nothing against them. I don't care what people do.
Yeah, people don't like you either.
I don't care what people do.
No, people like you. No, but you look mean all the time.
No.
You do. I'll be like, no, he's not mean. He's a nice person. And see, when I'm happy and stuff, people still don't like me.
I'm happy and stuff. See?
All right, so yeah, that's just don't put yourself in those positions. The sentencing, depending on her prior stuff, seems unfair, but she put herself in that position. Talk about me. VRs, virtual reality.
Oh.
What is going
you was telling me about this, so you got to take this one out.
So everybody know what the virtual reality machines are.
Yeah, little headsets and all stuff they've been telling us about since we was little kids.
Yes, that you get to download.
It was just supposed to be video games. Now they doing all kind of weird stuff.
Okay, so so a lot of people have been getting these ones. I guess during the pandemic, a lot of people started getting them. Just to play because everybody was in the house. The maker of the VR, who sold it to Apple, I believe, has said that he created a way that in virtual reality you can actually die in real life.
Why?
I don't.
Why?
Why? Yes. What would possess you to even come up with or need to come up with something? And
sound like a Saw movie. Just wake up with the VR on, like, you can't beat the game. Your head's going to explode.
Oh, my goodness. What's sick? And the thing that he says already been created. So
I think if you discovered it by accident, because you fucking with people's brains anyway. So it's one thing if you be like, oh shit, if you do this and that, like
they understand with the light and
yeah,
lights and
like you can definitely get
spectrometers and all that stuff, how you can create people to move, like you can do stuff with the brains. What I'm trying to say.
optical
Whatever.
illusions
Yeah.
and stuff like that seem real. Oh.
So what if he already created that and it was already part of the package that was
That he could just turn on at any time and just wipe out everybody that's got a VR on? Yeah, I don't know that I want one anymore.
No, I was like, no,
and I
I'm
got
good.
one. I got one of the first ones. Like you got to put your phone in.
No, I'm talking about the other ones.
I know what you're talking about.
And I'm good on that one because what happens is when you play a certain game, if you lose, it shoots light beams to your brain, sensors to your brain that kills your brain.
That's dumb. Yeah, don't kill my brain. What if he's just like
it makes you brain dead?
So he's just like a vegetable? That's even worse than killing me. Don't do that.
What's wrong with people? And who would want to? Now I want to say who would want to play something like that, because in Asia they have games like Tekken. I love Tekken. I miss playing Tekken. I would get a video game just play Tekken. Tekken was my joint.
I think there's a new one coming out if I'm not mistaken.
So people can play in the VR world Tekken, but they put sensors and things on them so they can feel the hits and feel the pain and the stings and the vibrations, and it stuns them, shoots like.
Did they get cut in half if they get hit with the boy's sword? What's his name? Mushiruki or Yushimushi? What I can't remember.
I got it in my head.
I know, but you know what I'm talking about. Both sword.
And probably what it probably does is make your brain think you did it. Because your visual effects and things can make you actually believe your brain, trick your brain to do stuff. So yeah, like come on, and say they already doing that, and then they had another one where they created something where it would send sensors or light beams or sensors to your brain and hurt you. Come on, people.
Nope.
Are y'all that bored in life, or don't?
It's funny enough watching people run into walls and fall over with the shit on. Like you don't need the other shit. Like,
girl, ice cream is good.
It's not real ice cream.
It's not. I told you I'm vegan. That's why I don't do whippets. Yeah. I'm good on the VR. First of all, I like life. It's so interesting. If you live in Philly, it is very interesting. You can see I saw a turkey in my neighborhood. I was driving around the corner. I don't live near a farm. I live in a city. All city houses, row houses, empty lots though. And when I was driving, I said, "Is that a turkey?" And I had to look, and it was a whole turkey.
Them found alligators big. In the city, tigers in the city.
Yes, I can't tell the story about the alligator because I don't know how many years it goes, but alligators. Tigers. Someone had an ostrich or something. But then
like
just
riding it and shit. Not just out with an ostrich, but like trying to ride an ostrich and shit. Like motherfuckers crazy.
Oh, and remember the person broke into the zoo and was riding a giraffe around. I don't know how they did it, but because giraffes don't seem like you can get on them.
Yeah, their back looks sloped, like their whole neck look like a slide. Like you gonna get on and slide off. Just gotta hold his neck like.
But not even just that, it's the people. You're gonna hear people. We had a person named Teddy who used to come around and he used to put his suits on. He'd be dressed all the time. And he'd be like, "Hey, got a concert," because he would call himself Teddy Pendergrass. And he would be singing in hug bottles. And he'd be like, "Hey kids, I'm gonna bring my limo by so you can come to my concert." He'd be like, "All right, Teddy," and everybody. And he would sing for you. He turned around, he had moves and stuff. You get that kind of entertainment. You got people who just are entertaining on their own and they ain't trying to be. You get naked people hanging on our buses. Not once, but twice, more times than you can imagine. You see so much in life if you just look around, and you see beautiful things too, like sunflowers and lots. We have those, and we had cherry trees and lemons and stuff. But that VR, I'm good. I can stay in my reality.
Reality. Yeah, it ain't that bad yet.
Boy. So be careful out there what you're putting on your brains and stuff, because they are already creating things to just kill you with light beams. Weird. I want to talk about this. This was and I can get your perspective on this because you're a black man,
I am.
I believe.
I am.
And it's a Love and Hip Hop or Atlanta Hip Hop or something not basketball, something hip hop children.
Basketball Wives.
No, it's the one with the boys and the girls and it's
I-
hip hop.
Oh,
Love and
okay.
Hip Hop, I believe.
Okay.
So yes, because Little Scrappy is a rapper.
Yeah.
And he was talking I saw pretty much the clip of it, but him and his mother and there's a couple other people that were out, they were talking. He was talking to his mom about how he grew up and how it has affected him and how he had to hold on to it and keep it held deep inside him because there was no one he could talk to. He couldn't talk to his mom. And now he has a wife and he was like, I can't talk to my wife because she's hard. I can't talk to you because you're hard. And the type of life he grew up in was like in a whorehouse. And his mom was like pimping and selling drugs. And he was saying that how does it feel that you can't even sleep in your own room because somebody's having sex in your room? You was a big boy sleeping in the bed with your mom. And just seeing drug transactions and women and men doing all kinds of stuff and growing up like that and how it has affected him. How has it affected how he looked at women, how he lived his life. And he could never talk to anybody about it, nor did anybody care to figure out how he felt about it. And he was just like going in. And he still was like, I respect you, Mom, and I appreciate the things you did because what you did, you ended up helping me out with my career later on. But I'm hurting. Like what?
Yeah, but well, at some point, like you do have to be an adult for yourself. Like you can be mad about all that shit that happened in your childhood, but at some point you have to take responsibility for whatever you're doing and be who you gonna be.
Yeah. But when do y'all have a space to be able to have those conversations?
They say therapy.
Okay.
And I was sent to therapy and it didn't help me. Like when I had to go when my dad died, they thought I was withdrawing from everybody and everything else. And it pretty much. And that's pretty much what the conclusion they came to. Like, no, ain't nothing wrong with him. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Be good. But like, yeah, I'm like, I don't see the point of telling y'all about problems when, like, if I can figure them out myself, like, I don't need you to fix my problems for me. I know, I feel it.
It's gone.
Oh,
you get a tissue. Oh, don't you do that. I'll be sick. Get a tissue. Get a tissue. It's the one right there. Gross. A weak stomach. So, but I mean, nobody ever looks at a man and thinks that that they're affected by their surroundings, that they're affected by, like, so many things happen. Not saying it doesn't happen to women too, but a lot of things we don't see if we're not sitting in the streets or being in the streets like men see. Y'all lose friends. To have a fear of that your life may be lost because you lose friends often. How you grow up, your relationships with your parents, things that happen to you in schools, puberty, your relationships with other like girls and all that. Like nobody has those conversations with you. And do you guys have those conversations with each other?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you how it broke down to me at a very young age.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody gives a fuck.
So sad.
If you want it done, get up off your ass and do it. Nobody's. If it's something you make your mind up to do, you can get it done. Nobody can hold you back. Nobody can stop you.
That's true.
But it's not. The system is not designed for you to win. So you're gonna have to be better than everybody else doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
To succeed, know this, understand this, be okay with it, because these are the rules. Your parameters are different from everybody else's parameters. Don't say why he can't or why he don't got
to. That too. But what is the difference between for men? Because we get the same thing. Like you got to be 3 times better and stuff.
Yeah.
But for you guys.
But also, they'll kill you when nobody cares.
Yeah, we get this. I mean, we get this. Women, we get the same talk. But as far as that other part where you can't go to your mom, you can't. Do y'all have those conversations with?
Well, I could go to my mom, but even my mom would tell me at some point, like, well, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
These are your problems. Well,
Do you think it's because we don't have the time to digest it because everybody else has
It's-
their problems sitting on top of the problems? Like, I'm dealing with these problems. You're gonna have to deal with your own
I
problems,
have
like,
some.
because this is just life.
I have some. Yeah, I have some first world problems. I got some second world problems and some third world problems. Which ones am I taking care of?
Yeah.
I'm making sure I'm fed, bills is paid.
You know what? That's strange. Just saying that because I had a conversation at my child's school because I didn't know that all children are going to the same school. People who have learning disabilities are in the same classroom with other kids that don't have learning disabilities, and a lot of times those children get all the just gross. That's gross.
It's gross. It's gross if I let
The
it run.
children with the learning disabilities a lot of times get more the attention than the other children. And if you have an exceptional child or a child that is does very well, they're definitely not gonna get any attention. And then how they can act up to be able to get something or be fed up, like how these people get to do these things and we don't get to do this. And I had to sit there and tell, I was like, it's gonna suck. The world sucks. I couldn't even give her an answer like, oh, it's gonna do this and this can happen. No, all the people who are not, all the people who are going to do bad or want to be bad are going to get most
extra
attention. And everybody else who want to do good
Whether
or
it be
whatever is
good or
going to
bad
be, you're just going to have to
attention.
do it. You're not going to get rewarded. You'll get rewarded based off your hard work. But as far as can you have bad days or people want to ask you if you're okay or you can cry, nobody cares. But they'll care about anybody else who's constantly doing the worst. I mean, worse or different or less, or I don't know what the other word would be. And I had to tell her, like, it sucks. And that's it. And that's messed up.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's why you say you don't tell them it's messed up, or you say that's just what it is.
Yeah. You're right.
Like
That's just what it is.
So, like,
But
know it, understand it, be
but
okay with
the
it.
whole thing with it doesn't have to just be what it is. Like, when do we change those parameters or change those guidelines or boundaries? Because no man should have to have all that bottled up inside of him. No man should not be able to go to his woman or his mother to be able to put his head down and say, these are my troubles, and they be able to help wash those sins away from him. Like, that's not cool. And it has not always been that way. It used to be a connection there. Well, I guess also when it's just a mother raising a child and not having that other parent there to kind of balance the things off, it does skew the society or skew the narrative
and the view.
The view. So yeah.
If you only got half a perspective, you'll never get the whole story.
And half the time.
Yeah. Or less because you're working twice as much.
Yeah. And then also you never get to learn who you are because you're not all one parent. You have a mix between two parents, and to be able to know that this is okay because this parent.
I'm not against adoption or the foster system, but I still think you should know your real parents. And because there are certain times, like me and my daughter's mother aren't together, but like she would call me like, I just don't understand. She's doing something, and it would be. And I would laugh. What's so fun? Like, I know what she's doing, why she's doing it, because she gets that from me. I understand it pisses you off. Let me break it down to you and give you a little perspective. And worked. Because I mean, we might not have been together, but we were raising the same child and we were working together to do that.
And you have two parts to you. And then you may be like, oh, that's how my uncle does stuff, or my aunt or somebody.
Somebody has seen it before. One of the two of you.
As
between
the
two of
family
you,
lineage,
you will not be surprised by the child.
But if you don't know that, and for the child to not even be able to see a reflection of themselves, it has to be really hard to never see a reflection of who you are. You have to. I would think you would feel alone, or weird, strange, awkward, like because you don't have a basis to kind of say, oh, this is what I look like. I'm not the only person out here.
You say that because you had that. Yeah. But if you never had it, you don't know what you're missing.
But you got to know you're missing something.
You don't know you're missing. You think you're complete, which is why some people, I don't need.
You're right. Because I hear a lot of women like, I'd rather just have a baby and I have not be with a man. And it's like,
That's
why?
not fair to the baby. Yeah.
But if you never had that, you think that's the only way, that's the best life. And if that's it, it don't have to be no other way. It's like, no.
That's not how it's supposed to be. Yeah, exactly. But if that's all you know and you think you're okay, then it's okay to keep it going.
Yeah. Wow.
Don't be like that, people. Be better.
Yeah, and see, look at other perspectives of things and choose the best outcome, not the one that you want. The best outcome for all parties that's going to be involved. Yeah.
And
yeah.
That means sometimes being the bigger person and dealing with hurt feelings, or sucking up hurt feelings. Like, you know what?
Just for the boy.
I got to do what I got to do.
Just so this can be
admirable, or you know the word.
You see,
so
the right
we get
word.
on.
Yeah.
It felt like it came out wrong.
You said, that came out wrong. Oh. All right, because that may be the word you were trying to say. Yeah. So, but that just I felt for him in a way, like, dang, because there are so many children that I remember. My mom was a grade school, a preschool teacher at Duckery, called Duckery, Diamond Street, and you would see some of the children would have like a first grade brother sibling or something, a second grade sibling, and they would be taking the preschool kid to school, and then they pick them up, and you don't know if they ate. And my mom, would give them like the leftover stuff to make sure they had something to snack on and stuff, because they didn't eat, or they had to make sure that's how their brother or sister ate, and they were kids. So all those kids that grew up like that,
you was grown in, so you didn't have a childhood. You think that's okay? You think that's what it's supposed to be? You put a little more, you put less on your kids than you had on you, but more than they should probably have.
Probably do. Yeah.
Know what I was doing at your age?
Yeah. Oh, but some of that stuff you should be doing. These kids should be doing.
See, you said that cooking. Before her.
No, you should be cooking.
Well, as long as you taught them.
You should be doing.
As long as you taught them.
Yeah.
Then yeah. That used to be my job. I come home from school, ride my bike to the grocery store, get with the list, get the stuff, come home, cook it, do homework, and then I could go out and play if it wasn't dark yet.
Yeah, if it wasn't dark yet, because if it got dark, you can go out. And if you're hungry, you better fix yourself something to eat. You better be lucky you can go in the refrigerator.
And there's something there.
And there's something there, because at my grandma's house, it was like, why are you looking in my refrigerator?
My grandma.
Because whenever she cooked, it was cooked. Whatever was there to eat was eat.
And then you didn't eat in between.
You didn't eat in between. It was no snacking.
No.
It was no snacking.
The meals. That's it.
You might have got toast. Or you put some honey on some bread or sugar on the bread and went outside. But you ain't getting
I can remember my grandma sometimes not even wanting us in the kitchen.
In the kitchen at all.
For what? Why are you in here?
It was like that. Why are you in here? Oh, yeah. It was no snacking and it was no juice. We drank water out the spigot because she kept the.
If it was juice, it was Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
not real.
No juice.
Wasn't real juice.
No, when you drink juice, when you drink milk, when you drink a lot of stuff, when you have a lot of stuff in my grandma's.
No, it was always milk. We always had milk because it was cereal.
Yeah, we didn't do cereal. We had oatmeal and cream of wheat.
Yeah, and she
didn't do the cereal yet. And she used to have evaporated milk. We used to get evaporated milk and our stuff. Yeah, but I mean, like, oh, come on, we gotta do better for these fellas out here, ladies.
We gotta do better for our people. Period.
Our people in general. We have to be there for each other because we have already stuff.
It used to take a village. The problem is the village is so screwed up, and like you don't want their help. Like, I see your kids. You ain't helping me raise mine.
Yeah. Because we listen to people talking about that we can't hit our kids. We do whatever we want to do with our kids.
I brought you in this world.
Take you out. Play with me if you want.
Make another one just like you.
Mm-hmm. Or not.
My mom used to tell me I'll make another one just like you. And that one to listen.
Oh, yeah, they didn't say that. That one, excuse me. That one to listen. Dang, everybody had, how many more black people had these? You couldn't do certain things. You couldn't go on people's refrigerators. You couldn't just be grabbing stuff out the cabinets.
You stay at a child's place.
After you finish eating out of the dish, you better clean that dish out because there was no dishes in the sink. Oh, wait, yeah. Mm-hmm. Good days, though. You stayed, yeah. And when you went outside, you like, I ain't going back in there.
Yeah, and they didn't want you back in there.
And now kids be going in and out of the refrigerator because they hungry. You ain't hungry.
Did you? Wow. We gotta feed these kids every time they say something.
No, they ain't not hungry. You eat breakfast, you eat lunch, and you eat dinner.
Like I said, you get easier on the next generation. You don't. But that's one thing we did. Like, have a snack because we want snacks all the time.
Yeah, we want snacks.
Because we want snacks all the time. We're told no.
All the snacks. I do get excited when I get snacks. I have my snack table and I'm like, look, I can have whatever I want. I can have this one, be salty, sweet.
I can have it with breakfast.
Yeah, yup. Oh man, we suckers. They did say if you after the third generation, your kids are going to be failures because they don't know how to do anything.
Whatever, if once you become a success.
Oh, I know people who be telling me because my kids been cooking since they was like 2, but they've been making their own breakfast since they was 1. You can open their refrigerator, you can reach a little bit of I will leave a little bit of milk. Had cereal there. You can get your bowl and your spoon, pour it, get your juice cup, get on your computer. They be like, oh, I don't let my kids cook. And their kids be like 16, 17. How they gonna live? What you think they're gonna order out every day? Your kids should be making full meals by the time they 8.
For the whole not 8.
My niece, she was making Thanksgiving dinner when she was 8.
The whole
full Thanksgiving dinner. Made the turkey. Made for the most part, yeah.
She was 8. She couldn't lift the damn turkey.
Somebody lifted it for her, but she did all the seasoning, all the stuff like that.
They said put that on there, put that on there, put that on there.
No. She been opening up wine bottles since she was about 4. I told her that.
That's
they learn. She wasn't drinking it.
Whatever. I'm not. How many wine bottles you want to open before you taste it?
Well, that's how we learn.
And how old was you when you started drinking?
Like drinking. Like first drink was like maybe like 6, 7 times. That was just for New Year's and stuff like that. Like 9, 10.
Yeah, see.
Whatever.
You said she was 8, so now she alcoholic.
No, she's not.
Because Aunt Naya.
No, it was because of me.
You old. You thought I opened the bottle. Why?
Anyways, but I mean, people who don't allow their kids to do things and then expect their kids to just know how to do it once they leave out the house is ridiculous. What are you preparing them for? To just order out every night?
Or keep coming back to you?
Oh, changing locks and flying on a plane somewhere.
Oh, wow. An hour in.
Oh, yeah. So we're about to be out of here. Thanks for joining in, whoever joined in. If you've seen it later, go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, like, rewatch, comment.
Tell us what to talk about next week.
There you go. He beat me to it. You beat me to the punch. You beat the punch. Whoa. That's my song. All right. That's it. We out. Have a great week next week. Check out our review show from B to Z. No A's allowed. We just did one about something. Take Me to the Edge. All my friends are dead. Little Uzi Vert. Fuzzy. All right, we out of here. I'm tripping. I'm tired. Peace.